Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Allison and I'm a member of the mentoring team at the Cherie Blair Foundation for Women. I'm delighted that you're joining us for this session and thrilled that you're part of our community of mentees and mentors that spans the globe. This video is part of our Skill Boosting Mentoring series, designed to help you learn a range of tools, techniques, tips, and strategies that you can use in your mentoring relationships in this program, as well as when you go on to mentor others in your enterprises, in your jobs, and in your communities. We're pleased to welcome Professor David Clutterbuck, mentoring expert extraordinaire, co-founder of the European Mentoring and Coaching Council, and practice lead at David Clutterbuck Partnership. He has a range of wisdom on mentoring to share with us and really will help us to boost our mentoring skills so we can all build mutually impactful, strong, and effective mentoring relationships. All of the videos are housed on the platform, so you can refer back to them whenever you'd like, throughout your time in the program and as an alum of the program. We encourage you to keep these conversations going in your mentoring relationships as well as via the platform with other mentees and mentors around the world. We're going to hand over to David Clutterbuck now for a Q&A session, and then another member of the team will join you at the end of the session to provide further ways that we can support you throughout your time in the program. I'm really delighted to thank Qualcomm and Qualcomm Wireless Reach for making this video series and this learning possible. With that, I will say a huge welcome and happy mentoring, everyone. We really hope you build a strong relationship and have a great time in the program. Enjoy!
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
We can define rapport as being a relaxed state where people feel safe in having open, trusting, and exploratory conversations. It's really important to establish rapport at the beginning of the relationship and to reinforce it at the beginning of every mentoring conversation that you have. You know that you're in rapport when you feel that you share the same basic values, when you feel relaxed together, and when you feel you don't have to be careful what you say to the other person. Then you know that you're in rapport. If you can't be honest with each other in the mentoring conversation, it isn't going to work. You have to be able to really say what you think and what you feel. A lot of the conversation turns out to work around people's passions, the things that people value. So if you don't do that, you end up working on superficial things and you never really get the true value out of the mentoring relationship. It's particularly important where you've got cross-national online mentoring, because the mentors and mentees will be learning about the other person's culture, the other person's sector, the other person's markets. All that learning requires you to share in a much more open and honest way than would normally be the case. Rapport has 5 basic elements. The first one is focus. Do you both feel the other person has their attention on you, or is their mind elsewhere? The second one is empathy. Do you feel they care about you, that they are trying to share what you're feeling? Third one is congruence. So what we mean by congruence as a word is that you both feel that you have the same objectives from the session. You're not coming with different agendas. Empowerment is important too. With empowerment, what we're trying to do is to make both of you feel that this is a very positive relationship where you're able to think and able to do what you want, not the other person is trying to manipulate you. And the last one is trust. You've got to feel that what you say to the other person is confidential, but also you've got to feel that when the other person says they'll do something, they will do it if they can. You can find very often, if you've got a mentoring relationship and it isn't quite gelling the way you want to, you use those 5 things to talk about what's missing. Then you can usually find the ingredient that you need to add to your conversations to build rapport. It's also helpful to set out ground rules. If you understand what you expect of each other, rapport is easier. It's easier to maintain. So things like, will you give each other at least a day's notice if you're going to cancel or move a meeting? So the more ground rules that you have without having too many, the easier it is just to check: is this what we expect of each other? Firstly, when you get together, you can do some get to know you exercises. So you try and understand each other by sharing information. Sometimes the things they can be real fun. Like, if you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what words would you pick and why? What's your favourite way to spend your free time? What's the big goal you'd like to accomplish during your lifetime? What's your greatest fear, your greatest challenge? What do you want to learn to do better? Everybody's got a superpower, something they're really great at. What's yours? What is your why? In other words, why do you do what you do in business or in work or whatever? What motivated you to join the mentoring program? Those are all questions that you can ask people that just get them thinking in a different way. Or you can get them to draw. And there's a wonderful exercise we have where we ask people to talk about their passions. What do you feel most passionate about? And here we're getting at people's values, the things that underlie them, rather than the transactional things they do day to day. And if you get them if the other person, as one person talks about what they feel passionate about, the other person draws it and then shares that picture with them, you get to see the other person at a much, much greater depth. And if you both do this, if they do this and you talk about your passions as well, you've created a bond that is much deeper than any transactional conversation you can have. It's important also, every time you meet, just spend a little bit of time getting to catch up with each other, not just about the business, but about themselves at a personal level. Be genuinely interested in each other. It's also important to be really aware and sensitive to the differences in the cultural context, the business environment the mentee has and the mentor has. So ask about what's happening in their country. There's usually some political or economic issue going on. Just recognise that you are interested. If you want to go more personal, you can talk about families and friends and partners. This is important, particularly important in some cultures, that you actually have this greater connection through your family, interest in families, rather than just the interest in how am I going to help you solve your business problems. Also, it's important to share your concerns about mentoring. Is the mentoring process working for you? Have you got any concerns about sharing this information with somebody you don't really know very well? All of those kinds of things, it's important just to talk about, be open and honest with them. Maybe you've got some other things that are happening to you outside that are interfering with your ability to focus on your business. So if you want to, you can share that with the mentor. Mentors not just got business experience, they have life experience too. And those combinations of business experience and life experience are important. And so some ground rules would be yourself. Just be your natural person. Be playful. It's amazing the impact a little bit of laughter can have on the creativity and the rapport that you have together. Just allow time to think. Don't try and fill every second with words. Just allow time for reflection.
Bonjour tout le monde, hi everyone, my name is Audrey from the mentoring team. Thank you so much for watching this video and being part of our global community. Whether you're just getting started or you're well into your relationship, remember that our team is on hand to support and assist with anything you need. We have a dedicated help desk just for mentees and mentors. We're always just an email, text, WhatsApp or call away, and we love to hear from you. We can provide coaching on how to use mentoring techniques, information on how to plan for your relationship, guidance on how to use our platform and where to find business, mentoring or leadership resources, help connecting with your mentee or mentor, and lots of encouragement throughout your time in the program. Please do keep these conversations going via the forum and make use of the wealth of information that's available on the forum and the library. Thank you so much for watching the video again. Bye!
Audio Jungle.